What's up? How's it going? Rez and Gameplay Boy. Sorry. Rez and Gameplay Boy, glad you could both make it. Hopefully you both had a pretty damn good Tuesday. Mine was shitty. But glad that both of you are here. I've got a steady grind going tonight. Try to get about 8 million experience. That way I can reach level 78 and hopefully get back to the main scenario. I didn't even put it in the in the title tonight because I don't know if I'll make it there. I'm definitely gonna try to make it through more of the main scenario, but I really hate playing it fatigued, because then I've just gotta, like, after a night of being super fatigued playing this game, going through the main scenario, like, so many things have happened within Shadowbringers. Like, I've already had to go back and rewatch one of my whole streams, which is difficult to do sometimes because they're very long. And, I don't really have a whole lot of free time. But, yeah, so we'll see as far as that really goes, maybe holding off on the main scenario. But if I can get there and it doesn't take too long, I'm definitely gonna play some more of it. I miss it. It's so good. And Chaz, hello. Glad you could get there. And, congrats, Gameplay Boy. I'm ready. Alright, I'm not really going to wait around too long. I'm going to go ahead and jump right into the duty finder, get into the roulette. I kind of hope I have the luck I had the last time around, where, what's up, Choco? No, go. And, actually get Titania again. That was really cool and it yielded loads of experience. But hopefully things don't take too long. We'll see. Hopefully everybody's doing very well, though. And I'm glad you could all make it. I'm gonna take a quick trip to the Gold Saucer. Try to get some MGP. You know, I really think a new game should have been added here at the Gold Saucer. I know they added Mahjong not long ago, but I'm pretty sure I don't ever see anybody playing it or really talking about it. Maybe it's a hit and I'm just like, it's a slept-on hit that I've not heard of. But I feel like we should have had something else, or maybe a new addition to Chocobo Racing to entice people to get more into it. Dreamer's gonna dream, I guess. Alright. I'll do it till I start playing this game. Hey! It's one of my bros. My real life bros. Okay, what do we got? Nothing good and not a jackpot. I'm gonna go with this. It seems to slightly yield the most. Never mind. 180. It was horrible. What's next? Huh? Maybe. Or maybe not. An 80. Worse than the first one. They need Blitzball. There's actually been talk of Blitzball for so long. I'm starting to feel like it's just like, even Yoshi P's talked about wanting to put it into the game. But now I kind of am starting to believe that it's a myth. It's 36! I got like some of the worst possible outcomes of everything there. Don't think there's much of a reason for anything else going on here, for me to be here. Pod Racing on... I definitely remember Pod Racing on Nintendo 64. I probably, honestly, still have a copy of it here today somewhere. That's a hard one to say. Going backwards here. Oh, here's an MGP. And what's up, zombie? Glad you could make it to the stream. Jake, how's it going? And how's the Tuesday? I actually don't do a whole lot here. When I first started grinding at the Gold Saucer here, it was doing Monless games upstairs. And I'm telling you, Monless. Again, I've talked about just moments ago how I was wishing that they would just do more with Chocobo racing. It's one of the funnest things to do at the Gold Saucer. It really doesn't yield a whole lot of MGP. It has a decent amount, more than a lot of games. It's like playing Mario Kart, but you're on a Chocobo. And I mean, that's fun. But the thing about it is, they just don't really entice a lot of people to go or get into it that often. And I really, really, really wish they would. And, yeah, Zombie, how was the Tuesday as well? You're not a racing game, can? Well, hope not. But Mario Kart, Pod Racing, and Diddy Kong Racing were legit. No kidding. Also, another one I liked from my youth was Crash Nitro Racing. Not a lot of people even know of its existence. It either recently had a remake or it's getting one very soon. I don't really know. To be honest with you, I'm not super into racing games as an adult anymore. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Like those competitive racing where you can just get silly with it and just like hit somebody, throw a turtle shell at them, or in Crash Nitro Racing, you threw like TNT and Nitro at people. It got real intense on that one. You doing that quest real quick? Cool. I mean, honestly, it can be worth it in some ways. The reason, like, the original time that I started to grind MGP there was for this. This thing's like 1 million MGP. The Fenrir mount, and it's an amazing mount. It's worth the grind in some ways. But once you get that far, it just gets worse. You just feed the hunger, and then you go off and you get yourself a Toffin. It's only like 750,000. And believe me, it doesn't suffice from there. Then you go off and get a Kupokur. There's other mounts there that are much cheaper as well. I think there's the Adamantoise, the floating chair. I don't even know how much that is. And then, there's a few others. There's the new Cactar, new-ish, it's kinda new. It's the newest. It's just giant Cactar. It's basically the Gold Saucer Cactar guy. The thing's like 2 million though. That's my next grind for it, and I am nowhere near it anymore. After I got this guy, it really cut a hole in the Gold Saucer wallet. You need that? No, there's some badass mounts in there. Crash Team Racing? Crash did have a remake, it's already out? Oh, okay. Cool. Minato! What's up? Minato, save me from this queue. I'm number 34 now, but that means absolutely nothing. It's better than being 50. I suppose it means that. Okay. I've got not a whole lot to do at the moment. This queue sucks. I really wish they'd bring the, I don't even watch Yokai Watch. I just really want that other mount. I'm still ashamed of myself for not finishing that damn grind. Beating the drums last night. Need a main tank or a healer? Skip past the lawn telling people... Wait, what? Honestly, if you want to join me, I'm down with that. But, you know. If not, it's cool. I'm number 26 now. And I don't really like to main things. I like my summoner is my main. You know, I know I'm gonna like Gunbreaker after playing the Thancred section, doing all my research. It looks amazing. I'm gonna love it when I actually get around to it. But even once I get the thing to 80, it's probably gonna be just like my Dark Knight. I'm gonna probably put him on the bench and just go back to my White Mage and my summoner. And I really don't like to main, like, classes like that. You know, I know you get to skip the queue, so to speak, but sometimes I'd just rather wait through the long queue, talk it out with you guys, and just be my summoner. That little guy. Although I am a little excited as well. I'm disappointed and excited at the exact same time, I should say. For like the Dark Knight, like going into Shadowbringers with this guy, damn, I always forget. I've got the Byakuya weapon on this guy. It's so outdated now, but it was such a goofy looking sword. But I really wanted there to be more of this story, like the Dark Knight story. Oh man, it's good. It's very good. But yeah, I could never see myself maining it in Zombie. Lolly-ho. Oh, that's hilarious. You'll be getting on shortly? Well, that's cool. Have I tried the trust? That helps with the queues. Ugh, I just don't know how I feel about it. I'd rather play with real people than AI. I feel like it'd make things extremely slow and I would die a lot. Room tour. This is it's our free company house. But it's not my room though. My room, honestly, is the place where I start off in the stream a lot, like I did today. It looks like a bar. But yeah. But it's cool, Minato. Maybe you could actually stuff lofts in the Final Fantasy XIV. That'd be cool. But yeah, I can show you my character's room after this. And honestly, I'm actually kind of happy this is what it is. But also Minato and Zombie, you know, if you want. I'm very curious of what the hell that person said. They posted like one of those big ass like.
Forward!
Well, I'll show you because you're probably curious now too. Oh, it's a fat cat. Steven, what's up? Why is my room locked? I don't know. I've not,
Leave this to me.
unlocked it, I suppose. I really have no real reason. I didn't even know it was. Why, are you trying to get in there? I'm kidding. Oh, shit. I don't want any more of those to happen. That is not why it's locked mid-auto. The drunk part, maybe. The other part, if I'm drunk, I'm not gonna be able to roleplay anything. It would just be weird murmurs. It'd be just that. That's it. The secret is I actually get super drunk and make Efreet cook random dinners for me. And totally put the Free Company house at risk every single time. I'll be all like, enkindle inferno on that hot dog over there. Now enkindle inferno on that whole can of chili. I didn't open it yet. This should be interesting. I could see it going down like that. Don't want anyone to steal the booze. Oh, red solo cup, you lift me up. Let's have a oh, where's he starting? What's up, Steven? What's the Tuesday? I think we already said this, but damn it, I'm coming in for the second one because I got sidetracked and my brain has been very busy. I don't think this red mage knows this fought very well, but that's okay. Ugh, I hate it when I do that. It's okay. Oh shit, I'm on the wrong end this time. Good deal. You have a fruit snack you forgot you had? Well, that's cool. Fruit's always nice. Don't vent. I don't want spoilers. You finally got a layout of your free company ring figured out? Cool. Cool in the decorations. I'm so far behind everybody. I'm running in the wrong direction, away from everybody. Happens to the best of us. I just really wanted to see this place all over again. I love it so much. They could have let our sprint regen a little faster. That would have been cool. I don't think anybody would complain there. That's why you're waiting on me to finish, and I thank you for that.
I shan't hold back!
No doubt. I'm glad everybody's enjoyed it, though. I mean, it's been a really common thing. I know a lot of people's wanted to be able to talk about it, and I'm behind, like, everybody. My schedule for my job is just such shit. But for everybody that has been really awesome and patient, not even talking about it on the Discord, which is really cool as well. I appreciate all of you, no doubt. And for being so patient. But I'm glad that it was definitely good, confirmed by everybody. Not letting that death flare go to waste. Ah, shit. I just should have kept him out. Oops. Taunt summons Bahamut on one mob because fuck that mob in particular. I hate that mob. It's like Death Flare. If I've got somebody who's like barely alive, oh, you better believe I'm going to just die at that moment. No, but I'm never gonna let that Death Flare go to waste. I will overkill the shit out of that bastard. Unless they overkill the shit out of me first, like that just happened. Oh my god, I did it again. Get the fuck out here, E3. Ah! If you want the Discord deets, you can actually go to the About Me section on YouTube, and it will be literally like right there. I haven't got Nightbot set up for that yet, which I should. I've never really actually thought about it. No, Chocobo. No bueno. You want cereal so bad? What? Cereal is great. That's a terrible question. I'm sorry for asking. What kind of cereal do you like, Zombie? That's a good question. That really is. As far as like asking people cereal, like anybody, if you want to chime in on your favorite. Like,
You underestimate me.
oh really? No, but for real, like cereal's a big deal. Like there's like literally some cereal out there that a lot of people just will not eat. One of those for me is like, I ate it a lot as like a kid, but it's like Honey Smacks. I don't know, I think that's what they're called. I'd have to really look it on that. I either like really healthy cereal or really sweet, this is definitely bad for me cereal. Like, I love Lucky Charms when Count Chocula comes about. Always love that. Hey, thank you so much for following on Twitch. Honestly, as far as things go with Twitch, I say it all the time, streaming on
This
Twitch,
knife does not yield.
I actually have better quality over on Twitch than YouTube, which I still like streaming on YouTube. I'm here every night. I do it simultaneously, actually, but,
Out of my way.
on Twitch, like I said, they just actually have a little bit better quality as far as things go. Like, YouTube's still good, but the algorithm that Twitch uses is just so good, so clean. Tricks for you? Really? Cinnamon Toast Crunch or Honey Nut Cheerios? Honey Nut Cheerios are pretty good. It's one of those, like, I eat it if I'm, like, at somebody else's house, because I don't really ever buy it. But still, it's a good cereal. Trix is your favorite too? Nothing wrong with tricks. I actually haven't had tricks, I don't think, since high school. Honestly. It's not a bad cereal, though. It's just one of those that always slips my mind. Like, I don't really ever watch, like, active TV these days. So, you know, like, when we were younger, we always saw those, like, Tricks Are for Kids ads all the time. And, like, even the yogurt. If you can call that yogurt. Now I don't see those ads anymore. Like, everything I watch is like, it's always streaming something. The world of streaming changed everything. So I really don't have very many ads unless I'm like on YouTube, because I refuse to get a YouTube premium account. Cool. You love oatmeal and cream of wheat. You know, I've never had cream of wheat. I've had oatmeal. I'm hit and miss on flavors. As long as it's not cinnamon, I'm about it. I don't like cinnamon oatmeal. It's like a go-to for a lot of people as far as oatmeal goes. Not me. I can't do it. It's a texture thing. But if I have to eat it, I like, I think it's peaches and cream? I can't give you the exact flavor, but I think that's what it is. It's the best. You think of Liam Neeson on Ted?
Time to get serious!
Wonder how much Vol 3 weighs. Too much, probably. Definitely has diabetes. Without a doubt. Probably untreated. Ah! I was really enthusiastic about this fight, if you couldn't tell. Oh, I'm dead. I'm super duper dead. Yeah, I ran into so much shit right there. I should have ran the opposite direction, but I thought, you know, maybe if I just go this way. Not the correct way to go. Oh, shit. Double O shit. Whew. On the crevice. That should be a term from now on. On the crevice. I don't know where you could use it, but it should be something. I am missing so much chat. I'm sorry. It's actually been a little bit. Well, it hasn't been that long, but it's been a little while since I've ran this the last time. And I'm doing shitty. So I'm trying to focus a little bit to save this scholar a little bit of stress, which I'm to no yield doing any better. Unfortunately. Cool. You don't know if you've ever had golden grams. They're not bad. To me, they're like okay. Want to know how much he weighs? Easy. Know that meteor that King Bahamut summons? He weighs 80 of those. Holy shit. Captain Crunch is some pretty choice cereal. I can agree there. Like to think of Grandma's baking Cookie Crisp and has a shrink ray to make the mini. Cookie Crisp. That's a good cereal. Oh gosh, I actually forgot about that too. I haven't had Cookie Crisp. I actually didn't even get to have it a lot as a kid. My parents... Well, my grandparents, actually, were literally those grandparents that was just like, there's absolutely no way that is good for you, and we are not getting that for you. I was going to give that to the scholar, actually kick-ass scholar. But cool. Who weighs more than Vol 3? Oh, weighs more Vol 3 or 2B? Definitely Vol 3. They actually said the weight of 2B, and it honestly wasn't that much. It wasn't as much as I thought it was going to be. I can't remember the weight now. I'd have to look it up and tell you that again, but I mean, it was a lot. Don't get me wrong. It weighs more than your average person, definitely, but 2B, yeah, I want to say, really, she didn't weigh that, not as much as I thought she was going to weigh. Just, let's look it up. How much does 2B weigh? A 148 kilograms. Uh, 328 pounds. Yeah, so she weighs a lot, but it's really not that much, like I'd said. They said it in the game at one point. I can't remember when. But yeah, 328 pounds. It's a lot, but it's not as much as I thought it was, though. Definitely not. So, Minato. Zombie, did you actually want to join in with us as well? Gotta make those healers work for their insta-Qs. The pig's in the Discord somewhere. Captain Crunch had the berries. Wild Thornberries cartoon. Man, I haven't seen Wild Thornberries in a long time. What are you? Just roulette shit to level up. That actually gave me a pretty nice yield right there. Only need 4 million more. So, probably gonna do the trial roulette, and then if I have to suffer through the raid roulette, I'll do that as well. I'm tempted to just do the normal raids, see where that sends us, see how that goes, then maybe do the trial after, because the trial's not gonna take that long. It could honestly, potentially, not even yield enough to actually give me the level. It could be a waste of time, slightly. And the raid would definitely yield enough. A wheel of cheese at Kroger when you were there? It was big. Man, I would love a wheel of cheese. If you've never had one, it's some of the best quality of cheese that you can get your hands on. It's honestly amazing. It's just very expensive for a whole wheel of cheese. Especially if we're talking the big wheels, like, not the little wheels. Those are good too, but, you know. I'm not doing anything. Just chilling in the fire. Are you legit in the fire? Okay. Whew. Alliance raid or 8-man raid? That's a toughie. Let's go Alliance raid. Much more of a yield. So, Jake, what level are you in? How have you been liking the game so far? Also like the hair choice. Very bold. Don't look up. You immediately make me want to look up. Floating behemoth. Nice. Alright. Need these random 2 DPS. Okay. They dipped on us. Unlocked my room so I can snoop in it. Went for a JoJo look. 34 doing some main scenario quest. Nice. Honestly, I hope you've enjoyed it. It's such a good story where you are now, and only gets better. World of Darkness. Okay. I've been in here so many times, it's let's hope it's quick. Also, zombie, how do I unlock my room and I'll do it? I'm not gonna lie, I legit didn't even know it was locked, so I legit don't know how to unlock it. Isn't like your regular housing I should have taken out Garuda. This is gonna get so divided. Just did the Totten fought and was actually pissed about your little buddy. Totten can be pretty annoying. Like, I remember my first time running Totten, it was, it didn't go well. It's somewhere buried in my Final Fantasy XIV playlist on YouTube, but where? Whew, there's no telling. I feel you. It is in the housing section. Alright. Good deal. You watch many times? Yeah, I know how it goes. Believe me. I know how it goes. You need that emo zombie? You haven't done the quest for that yet? She did it a little while ago and I already forgot what it was. Shadowbringers has been the best yet, but you'd even go as far as to say it's worth going through all of A Realm Reborn again, Grand in its entirety, the second time to see it. Ah! I'm not running to where I need to be! That's cool, though. I haven't even completed Shadowbringers yet, and I already agree with you, though. I mean, it has been great, definitely. Ah, shit, I got the Doom on me. Ah! I got the Doom off me, good. Thank you, what mage? Minato. Get me with that save. I've been reacquainted with the Doom. Doom got me. I'm really hoping that this actually gets me to 78 so I can get back to the main scenario. Good deal. Got a little spicy. I still love all of the Final Fantasy III references from this place. And I love how they did it just like vaguely enough so if you actually played Final Fantasy III, you're instantly gonna know. But even if you didn't, and you knew nothing of Final Fantasy III, it would still be equally as fun for you. Such a great, just, concoction of fun. Max on Poe, and to know what to spend them on. I don't know either. Other than Final Fantasy XIV, what's my favorite Final Fantasy game? I don't really have a favorite. I hate to say, I mean, I really don't. I like every one of the Final Fantasies for their own, like, they all have something to bring to the table that the other one didn't have. The most nostalgic for me, randomly, is Final Fantasy IX. One of my favorites. 3 of my favorites, I can say. Actually, I'll put it into 4, which is weird, but it's for nostalgia. Weird times of my life where they actually played in well, and just an all-around good story. But 6, 8, 10, and it was a battle in my head, but I'm going to put 15 over 12. I love 12. I really love Final Fantasy 12. It's so good. And I love the Zodiac Edition. It was the greatest remaster of all time. I'm willing to say it. But I don't know. Something about Final Fantasy 15. A lot of people don't think the same thing about it, but to me, that style of gameplay just worked so well with a Final Fantasy game, and that story was compelling as shit. But yeah, that's probably the best order that I could give you. That's excluding Final Fantasy XIV, that is. I mean, this game, I know it's an MMO, but it's fucking great. And it deserves that emphasis. Your favorite's 10? That's awesome, Chaz. I mean, it's a great title. I loved it. I remember the first time I actually played 10. I was on vacation in Texas, seeing one of my grandfather. I hadn't seen him in like a year, probably. And he had given me literally $60 to, like, we were just kind of like out and about, and he gave me $60 to just buy whatever I wanted. And my stepbrothers on this occasion had actually brought their PlayStation 2, and I'd brought my memory card because I knew they were bringing their PlayStation. And they had a lot of the similar games that I had, but I was always way farther ahead than they were. So I was always equipped with my memory card back in the day, so I could jump on in and just like get back to the games. Well, Final Fantasy X had just came out, and a lot of you know how I used to like buy my games when I was a kid. My family didn't really buy them for me. They did a few times, but not often. Most of the time, it was me saving up weekly allowance, stuff like that, which was not much at all. So it took a very long time to save up for video games. At least a month most of the time. After my grandfather had given me the $60 and said, buy whatever you want, I asked my dad, we were in Texas, mind you. I asked my dad to drive me to Walmart. He already doesn't even want to go. But I already knew in my head, I was like, I'm buying Final Fantasy X. I've played 1 through 9. I'm not about to not play 10. Bought Final Fantasy X, spent probably 60% of that vacation playing that game while making my family equally as mad at me the whole time I was there. First time playing Final Fantasy X, that was it. We'll never forget those moments either. Riku was your favorite anime crush? Your first anime crush. Honestly, if you subscribe to my channel on YouTube, Riku does a little dance. Well, hello. This feels like a violation. This is 2019. Is this okay? You big old galook. You can push me down, but you can't push my Ifrit down. Actually, he may be able to actually push my Ifrit down. I don't know that to be certain or fact. Didn't consent to me. We didn't fill out the proper documentation for this. Defeat Cerberus. Man, that would be a badass mount for us all to get. A Cerberus mount? Nobody said it. I did. Damn it, Minato. Gross! Now, if we actually did get a Cerberus mount, I would want it to be the Final Fantasy VIII version of Cerberus. Oh, man. If you've not seen it, look it up. Worth it. Or play Final Fantasy VIII. Also worth it. Almost there. 35%. I was hoping I could get that devotion on, but I don't think I'm actually high enough level. Nope, 64. Man, it sucks being level 50 sometimes and doing this stuff. I mean, it's a lot of fun, actually, but at the same time... Hey! We talked about this. We need proper documentation for confrontation like that. Not aching to be eaten. Good deal. Cloud of Darkness. We're almost out of here. Did that person just say, wow, calling PETA? Hello, lady. I really hope this lets me hit 78 after this. For Louis Soir. It's a horrible joke that only few will get. Which actually has nothing to do with this dungeon, mind you. We're getting there, 42%. Oh shit. It's a horrible spot. Oh, I'm about to die. Oof! Yeah. That was a super duper death. Took one for the homies. She looks so surprised. Like, you bought me this cake? And I leveled up. Nice. Sweet. We do get the main scenario tonight. Which I'm really happy about, actually. Ace, because I like your name and you make me think about Top Zero. And I'm dipping. That was fun. Glad it yielded a level up, definitely. Definitely glad about that. And with that also, right before I start to hit up the main scenario, let me take a very quick restroom break. First one of the night. I'm gonna also... Yeah, that's just it. I'll just do that. Okay, I'll be right back. Give me just a moment. No doubt. And again, as soon as I get back, we'll get right back to the main scenario. I'm definitely excited. I'll be right back. Alright. So, main scenario also. Minato and Zombie, thank you for helping me out with the dungeon. And with the increased suction. It's only okay in 2019. Please change this. It's not okay in 2019. But yeah, I'm gonna get back to the main scenario, and thank you again for helping me with the queue. And actually everything. It was a lot of fun. The ladder. Suction. It's all good, Minato. Honestly, I like Yulmore better without Vol 3 here. Like, I just feel the presence. It's different. Yulmore without Vol 3. What up, Alphino? Alphino's eyes glisten with joy. Well, hell yeah. The ladder is situated to the north and west of Ra. Let us make our way there, Tonberry. Sure thing, bro. Bottom rung. I'm sorry, they had to have been able to think of a better name than bottom rung. I'm not against it. I am probably due for some repairs. What's up, Minder? You still around, Minato? Because I don't see you. You're coming. Okay. Never mind. I'll be forever glad that we had the Final Fantasy 15 event in this game. Also, just kind of think it shouldn't have been an event, though. They should have just kept it in the game. I feel so bad for the people that couldn't actually go out and actually get the, fight Garuda, or even get the mount. What up, Ariane? Or Yashtola. Bottom rung, they call the place. How very apt. That's what I was thinking. She agrees. Apparently, it used to be the control center for the ladder, and a bustling hub of transport. Its glory days are far behind it. Well, Yashtola. Tonberry, dost thou see yonder pair of talus? Well, see the shoulder of one. For a blessing there. Let me start over. for a blessing. They were found in a good repair. Master Chai prepareth to achieve them. Oh, activate them as we speak. With our arcane knowledge, Y'shtola and I will serve as his assistants. At the appointed hour, we shall imbue the golems with ether. Others, meanwhile, attend to the ladder itself, which hath too lain neglected. Extensive maintenance will be needed ere it can be moved again, as well as myriad materials with which to perform. If thou art willing, we are to prevail upon thee to procure lumber. I gotta go chop down trees? My thanks, Tonberry, directly to the south. Thou wilt find dry dock Vinmont yards. Pray see thou canst persuade the folk there to part with some lumber for our cause. Well, this sounds like a fruitless endeavor. Let's go beg for wood. Behind it? Got to restart your router? Oh man, sorry, Steven. Did you know that the Civil War veterans... Wait, what? The last Civil War veteran dies in 1953. Civil War, 1865. Like, what in the hell did... I don't know, Chess. That sounds like some crazy stuff, though. Wait, I don't know if I knew that. But if I did know that, you've definitely refreshed me upon the knowledge. I don't often think of history. It's a sad truth about me. I'm a very present-day, futuristic type of person. I'm always looking ahead, but always looking at the present time as well, wondering how far we've gone with technology. But as far as looking towards the past, I neglect it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm so terrible about it. I'm pretty bad about it. I can just leave it there. Oh man, you got one of those nightmare names. Ervith. Ho there, sinner. Well, howdy. Haven't seen you around before. New to Gate Town, I take it. If you need lumber for a shack, you've come to the right place. We can do the building for you too, though. That'll cost extra. We just need some rando lumber. You got that free shit? You want lumber to restore the ladder? Why in the world would anyone want that? If you don't have the coin, least you could do is come up with a believable excuse. But look, I'm not the one to turn folk away. I'll give you your lumber if you do me a favor in return. Seems to be the compensation I'm always conspiring with. I just finished taking stock of our supply and was about to do another round for good measure. I want you to do the counting instead. And we'll see if your total matches mine. Well, shit. You just don't believe me, do you? Now, some of the lumber is lying about the yard. Most of it's kept in the storehouse. For these, you can just ask Grithil for the number. Okay? Here, I'll lend you some rotting material so you can take notes. What you learn can be reviewed in your key items. Well, alright. Let's look at some lumber. Count it. Alright. What up, Grithil? Taking stock for Ervith, are you? You know, trying. Well, last I counted, we had 68 planks in the storehouse here. None of those were rotted, though, so we lost them out. Oh, tossed them out. Makes more sense. It's at 68, so it's like, what, 57? Oi, Grithil, another load's just arrived. 13 planks all told, but one's damaged. It's only good for kindling now. Right, then bring the good ones here, and be sure Ervith knows as well. So 12 more from 57. Okay. So we're... how many planks does that make it now? Oh shit, I think I fucked up right now too. You're writing down those numbers anyway, right? I'm sure you can work it out. Shit, bro, I gotta look at my notes already. You jot down the details of the conversation. That got confusing real quick. Oh, of course, I've already got them. Moth scales. I don't need them. Close your eyes for anybody about to see this. I am bothered not. What is this? Bumpfish spawn. Don't need that either. My inventory is just getting... it's already compromised, as so many of you know. It's getting beyond that now. Oh, it is so bad. I need to sell these 2 cards. And I need to delete the materia that is no longer in existence and of any use. Can you exchange this for anything, or do we all just gotta delete this and just like... Oh yeah, I was gonna look at my notes. Lumber note. Scrawled in your own hand, the note says 68 storehouse, non-discarded, 13 delivered, 1 damaged. So 68 minus non is actually 59. My bad. 59. 13 delivered. The math in my brain is just like locked. So that's 72. But 1 was damaged, so it's 71? We'll see. 71 right now is what my brain's telling me. Okay, no lumber down here. That's fact. The integrity of this said lumber is questionable. I see none. Oh, there's some lumber. You count 11 planks in the stack. What was it, 72? Now we're at 83? That's if my counting was correct. I'm just trusting myself when I shouldn't. Alright, where's this last stack of lumber? Maybe it's up there. It is. Sweet. My inventory's okay. 24 planks. What was it? Was on 83? 83 plus 24? Is that 107? You okay, Choco? Done, are you? So, how many planks did you count? Ah, shit. I said 107. So the closest one to that is 106. I'm gonna go with it. Alright, that's exactly what you counted. Good, because I was wrong. Thanks for your help, friend. Taking stock fair puts me to sleep. But it has to be done as promised. I'll give you your lumber. What do you need for it anyway? We told you earlier to the ladder. We weren't lying. You were serious about the ladder? I'll be damned. If that's the case, please let us help with... Oh, okay, now you've got enthusiasm. Now you want to help with the work. We are shipwrights with no ships to build, only shacks. While it's a living, we all itch to do something greater. This fellow you say is in charge. You reckon he'd mind the likes of us barging in on his project? Oh, he won't mind. He'd welcome the help. Oh yeah. I don't know if Ariane even knows how to actually build anyway. Wonderful. I'll round up the lads and lasses, and we'll head over to the ladder, along with the lumber you need. Sweet. And thanks, Riz. I was one off, but luckily, my instincts told me to choose the 106. Glad to know you had my back. Turn around aimlessly in the game is hilarious. I could only imagine. It's gonna turn it ton for supplies. They may, you know, I will supply as well. I'll happily supply. Don't worry, Android Army. I got you. As long as you got me. What up, Ariane? We did all the heavy work and got help, bro. Ah, thou art returned. Wert thou able to procure the lumber? And some, bro. You wouldn't even believe it. Well, to secure not only the material, but the eager cooperation of shipwrights besides, their expertise shall greatly avail our efforts. Master Chai's own efforts have not been without struggle, but he hath proven himself to be determined soul. I doubt not that the work shall be complete ere long, and we may continue our way once more. Well, that's nice. Though it hath been years in the making, at long last do the people stand united in defiance in the world's fate, their hopes spurring us onward towards journey's end. Whatsoever may await us, when thou takest those final steps, I pray that it shall be with a smile upon thy face. Oof, Ariane, you really bring the thous and the arts. Ariane is wearing a pensive look. Ah, but prematurely do I give myself to sentimental musings. Many more pressing concerns demand our attention, not the least of which is the matter of how we might reach the mountain detached from the land as it is. For the present, 'twould appear that we have matters here well in hand. Perhaps thou shalt take it thine ease for a time. Thou wilt need every ounce of thy strength for the trials ahead. Okay. Destination. Hopefully it's voice acted, or thou must use thou as much as thy possible. And no, I have not finished Shadowbringer's Chaz. Not at all.
Would you look at that?
Thank the fucking
citizens
gods.
of Yulmore engaging in what can only be described as manual labor.
I not
Who
think
would have thought it possible?
not think the gods that it's Emmett that showed up. Think the gods that it's a voice acted scene. Don't get me wrong. I love the story as much as all of us do, but Oriange is a nightmare to have to read with all the thous. Thou must look at thou sentences 1,000 times to make sure that thou thy must the blah blah ha. The thou blah blah ha is my own adding to the equation. But no kidding. It's very rough to read. It's like somebody telling me read this King James Bible right now. I'll read it the exact same way. I'll stop, stutter, start over a couple times. But I'll try, damn it. Where of Gaming, hello. How's it going?
Do you know the most reliable way to deal with those who stubbornly refuse to see reason?
Zombie, you answered your own question. He reads books all day. The thick ones. Those good old 5-pounder books. He's sitting there. Ugh. Thou must read one more page. In the beginning, there was a world without calamity. Ugh. This calamity, to bring within the future's end, would never be foreseen to come. Ugh. But when it did, the calamity brought so much strength that it bare fruit to withstand a calamity worth telling a regalement of. Ugh, which thou art readeth now. Ugh. Ugh. Switch hands and get some ramps on this side. You gotta get them even. You gotta get toned up. You don't want this arm to be more toned than this arm, or this arm to be more toned than this arm. Much like this arm, for me, is much more tan than this arm. Driving, let me tell you. Shadowbringers, but every cutscene is voice except Oriange that doesn't have a voice actor.
You conquer them, crush them under heel.
He's got
Such
one.
was the
We just don't get him
trusted
that
method of
often.
Alec, and one still favored by Garlemald. But conquest is the easy part. The true challenge begins once the dust has settled, quenching the glowing embers of animosity and maintaining a semblance of peace. This requires the conqueror to treat the conquered with dignity, and the conquered to let bygones be bygones. A difficult feat to achieve.
Not really.
But you have achieved just that, to my considerable surprise.
Dude, it's not hard. Live and let live. Forgive and forget.
It's a compliment. Take it.
I should throw my book at you. Hey, that lady's here. And her husband. Like, I get it, the correlation with the story, but I was thinking to myself of like,
The vibrant energy that fills the air when like-minded souls gather. To think back on that time before time, fair brings a tear to the eye.
The Will of Tom series by Robert Jordan. I've never actually read it. Sounds cool.
What? You thought ancient beings like us incapable of crying?
Actually, yes.
Well, rest assured that if your heart can be broken, then so can mine.
Well, okay. I didn't know you had one of those either, bro. You surprised me twice in one sentence. One paragraph.
Back when the world was whole, we had family, friends, loves. Men knew peace and contentment, and with our adamant souls, we could live for an age. There was no conflict born of want or disparity. Our differences paled into insignificance next to all we had in common. And then there was Amarok. Never was a city more magnificent. From the humblest streets to the highest spires, she fairly gleamed. Not that you would remember any of this.
None of it, actually. Remember? Is this story going anywhere? Oof. Both of these are actually kinda... ugh. Was I supposed to be there?
Never mind. The point is, the world of old was a far better place than what we have now. I believe you would like it, having witnessed the things you have.
All I'm saying, Emmett, you are one cryptic bastard.
Remember, you are of the source. Unlike the half-men here, you stand only to gain. Okay. Should you survive the remaining calamities, you will become our equal. A complete existence in a complete world.
That sounds scary, bro.
But such talk is a pleasure for later. Back to work, hero. Ah, there was one thing I had meant to ask. How well do you know the Exarch? Has he ever deigned to show you what hides beneath the cowl?
He's got a point.
What? Never? Even to you? How very interesting.
I've thought about this too.
I shall enjoy working out what it means. Until next time.
I've already had my little pick at him. Am I wearing a mini skirt? Oh, it's just a big ass robe. I'm always wearing big ass robes.
Dearest, I never doubted you for a moment.
Why does he walk like Johnny Depp? I don't know. Honestly, he's giving me all those Arden vibes. I've said it so many times.
It's alive.
What up, Ardbert? Not just haunting the bedroom these days, huh? Taking it to the open world.
I don't know if you remember, but when we first met in this world, I was all but spent.
Yeah, you were pretty depressing, bro.
I never thought to wonder why until now. I think it all just got to be too much. The guilt of causing the flood. Knowing everyone hated me. But the worst thing was the solitude. Time wears you down, Hai. Solitude eats away at you. It was this close to finishing me off. But as bad as it got, and as empty as I felt, I can't even begin to imagine what it must be like for Emmett Selk.
I actually feel bad for that guy.
Which is a long way of saying, don't make a choice that leaves you alone. Nothing is worth that, especially not eternity.
Glad tidings, my friend. The ladder lives again.
The three of us have been invited to do the honors. Are you up for it? Of course, if you're worried that the whole thing might come crashing down, we can always find someone else.
Well, okay. Pod me off.
That's the spirit. Come on, then.
You live hard, Bert? Fuck him.
We rode the ladder too, my comrades and I. Once upon a time.
Ardbert's okay. I just have fun. Really picking at him.
And the town shrink below us. Awed and terrified in equal measure. We ascended without a word. The silence broken only by the rhythm of the gears. No one but me remembers that day. Remembers our journey and our end. Retread the path. Seek, and you may yet find.
All I'm saying is I don't think we're going high enough. Okay. Let's had a good little go at this. Give me a quick moment. I'm gonna sit on top of this gold. And I'm actually gonna take my second restroom break of the night. Give me just a moment. Alright. Ah! Ardbert is voiced by Joe Dempsey, who played Gendry in Game of Thrones. That's actually really cool. I feel like Gendry, like, though they hit Gendry in the show a lot, I feel like he was so underrated as a character. Poop of gold. There's an Aether Current near? Really? Anyone remember Anchorman? I definitely remember Anchorman. There's actually 3 Game of Thrones actors in the game, as far as you know. Really? That's cool though. Like, I love that Square Enix is actually choosing people from Game of Thrones. I know, in the Final Fantasy 15 movie, not the game, but in the movie, Kingsglaive, they actually, I cannot remember the actress's name to save my life. But the woman that played Cersei, 66 to the west, was actually voicing the princess in Kingsglaive. To the south. Can I get back up here? Oh, I'll find out. Gentry was pretty cool. I agree. 60% of the time it works. Oh yeah, this'll work. Thank you, Minato. What up, Alfino? We're here and here we finally are. Atop rung. The others should arrive ere long. Alfino, Tonberry, come up here. There's something I need you to see. Okay. What could this be about? We'll find out. Huh, I do gotta go over there. Well, shit. There's a village, Tonberry, over to the northeast. So, there it is. Yet after 2 decades without the ladder in operation, I would not be surprised if such an isolated settlement had long since been abandoned. Nor I. But that was before I spied someone leave it and proceed to head in our direction. All the while trying to remain unseen. Whoever this mysterious person is, they should still be out there. Go on and take a look, Tonberry. Alright, looks like the good old point with the directional thing kind of thing. It's been very, very heavily used in Shadowbringers here. Yep. No surprise. You burned your tongue. Shit, Chaz, I hate when I do that. Honestly, I hate to admit this, but I am still 25 years old. And every time I eat fresh food, right out of the oven, it is an instinct of mine to actually put the food directly into my mouth without hesitation. She said they were headed in this direction, so there's that, but I'm not seeing anybody. No movement. This person's so mysterious. They're completely unseen. How much mystery are you shrouded in, person? So mysterious I don't even see you. Are they camp? Oh, I see you. Finally. You finally got close enough that I could see you. Maybe you were here the whole time. Holy shit. I see you. Took me long enough. You've located the mysterious person. However, it seems he was likewise spotted you and hurried back to the village. There's someone, right? And they were spying on us, personally. I don't feel comfortable not knowing who they are. What do you say we investigate? I'm curious too, I must admit. And I dare say we have a bit of time air on the others' ascend. It's settled then. Let's head to the village and see if it's indeed inhabited. Oh, I was really hoping I would be able to jump off. Can't even jump there! Sweet. This gave me one. Oh, gotta wait on Minato. How did they just ignore that, Talos? All these unoperational Talos. What? They've got them running around out here on the field trying to kill people. Unoperational? I think nobody's out here trying to go all rodeo style on some Talos. I'm gonna treat the Talos like they're Tauros. Come out here and wrangle them up like they're fucking buffalo. Door. Cool. We're just barging in. Kick that down with your little Lullafillin legs. You hear feet sounds from inside a building. Oh, inside the building. However, the door refuses to budge. Throw the book! Half empty cup. Ooh, somebody's getting wasted. I don't know why they'd be boiling stuff. You don't boil alcohol. It's the exact opposite of what you do to alcohol. The cups are half empty or half full, depending on how you see such things. Behind the counter, a kettle bubbles steadily over the stove. So how do you see it? Is it half full or half empty? I'm not gonna lie. You ask me, I'm just gonna say it's about halfway there. I don't really look up to the opposite of the positive. I try to just stay in, like, the realistic. Look at these entrails. Food has been hung out for dry in the sun, and quite recently, by your reckoning. Alright, what the fuck? People are here. Hands down, even though we saw one. They're defected. So much for doing the level 80 dungeons or starting a new class. Charter. Oh man, sorry, Steven. Anyone else miss Key and Peele episodes? I actually was so late to Key and Peele. Like, I didn't even start watching my first Key and Peele episode till like a year ago, believe it or not. That's a give or take. I don't even think it's really been a full year, to be honest with you. I did enjoy it, though. What news, Tonberry, were you able to find of note? People are definitely still living here. I couldn't find our mysterious person. Maybe this place really is abandoned. People are definitely still here. We know. We know. Indeed. While there's no one to be seen, 'tis plain that this village is anything but abandoned. If the villagers are trying to conceal themselves, they're doing a rather poor job of it. But if they don't wish to be seen, what are we to do? I could summon Ifrit. Or Garuda. Good old AoE on one of these shacks will blow it right down. I say, aren't you the ones who saved my life? Hard to say, you've tried to stay hidden. Oh shit, it's the guy who got flung from the top of the fucking towers. Old painter guy. You're Tristal, the artist from Yulmore. You remembered. Barely, but yeah. Ever since we parted ways, I've worried for you. Bound for the city as you were, never did I imagine that we could meet again, and here of all places. We could say the very same to you, my friend. I'm glad to see you hail and whole, but tell me, what is this village? This is Amenity, a settlement made up for those who survived being exiled from Yulmore. Well, it's cool that such a place could exist. As I wandered the wilds, I chanced to cross paths with an inhabitant of these parts. He took me through a secret tunnel which led me to the top of the broad cliff. I've been here ever since. Life is hard, but we know a semblance of peace. Well, we did at any rate, until Mount Glug broke away from the earth. Then just as suddenly, the ladders started moving again. And you feared whoever was coming up would threaten your lives. Aye. But I see now there's no cause for concern. Will you tell me, what has brought you here? Well, we're gonna go to that mountain. Floating in the sky. Got yeeted out of the castle. Good old Skyrim. Skyrim's always a good time killer. So Valtteri's a sin eater, and he's fled to Mount Glug. 'Tis a strange tale, but I have no reason to doubt your words. Yeah, I don't see why you would. I owe you my life. If there is anything I can do to help, you need but say the word. Your help would be most welcome, Tristal. To begin with, we request your people's permission to reconnoiter the area. If we're to confront Valtteri, we must find a way to reach Mount Glug. Of course, you hardly need permission to be here. I'll tell the others about you and yours. Now, we haven't much to offer in the way of hospitality, but our village is at your disposal. Please use it as you see fit in your quest. I like how the battle music is kind of like the default music to this part of the world. I don't get it, but I'm about it. You know, I was a little disappointed. I actually heard some people didn't enjoy the new battle music as much as a lot of us did, which I love it. Skyrim is the only game saved data that you haven't deleted after all these years. I don't blame you, that's a lot of work. Potentially. Ali say, what do you got? Hot mithril weapon coffer. Oof. 415 weapon. Ali say is eager to get on with the task. Let's do it. Yet another hapless soul that Alfino saved from mortal danger. I see some things never change. At any rate, it seems that brother has a bond to linger. Meanwhile, I have a mind for us to explore. Tunbray and I are going to scout the area. We'll be back in a while. Oh, very well then. Just take care out there. You like 90% of the music in Shadowbringers? I agree. I mean, it's all great from what I've heard. You love the battle music too? I love it as well. Yeah, I agree. It's really good battle music. And Minato's in the Fate. All good. I'll see you down there. The path diverges. Let's split up so we can cover more ground. I'll go east, if you'd be so kind as to head west. We can aim to meet at the foot of the mountain, taking note of what we see along the way. In short while then. Forgiven jealousy is now unforgiven. Always feels epic hearing about the job action music in the game. I feel ya. Yeah, especially now, it really, like, it pumps you up to me, like, in my opinion, a lot more than it used to. Speak with Alice. What the fuck was that? I wish this was voice acted.
You're a sight for sore eyes.
It is. Nice.
I don't know about you, but I bumped into quite a few sin eaters out there.
I think there was like 5? No, wait, 3.
You too, then. It seems the closer we get to Mount Gulg, the more of them there are. Looks a lot bigger from here, doesn't it?
Not really.
If I were Vorthri, the first thing I'd do is surround myself with as many sin eaters as I could lay my hands on.
Why are you thinking about being Vorthri?
And judging by the number we've already faced, his lordship is of the same mind.
Well, I guess that's why, huh? Strategic.
This is going to be a tough climb. But first things first. We need to determine if climbing is even an option. The more I look, the less likely it seems.
Obviously, it's a floating mountain. And,
Y'shtola is right to be
can't-
worried.
you,
But flying may be our only choice after all.
all I'm saying is you can't climb float. That's... I said this yesterday. I didn't say you can't climb float yesterday, but all I'm saying is, you know, strap up, get some Amaro, zip on up there. I don't know why you would want to climb. Like, that breaks my brain trying to think about this. I hate to say it, I love the game, but this is one of those moments where I'm like, why are you even thinking about climbing a floating mountain? What's step one to that? How do you climb float? Oh, well, I'll just briskly nestle my fingers here while my foot just gently, ever so softly goes here while I just climb thin air. Hopefully you feel what I'm saying here. He feels it. Little bug people. It's not our first. Oh, shit. The Ironworks got something spooked up here?
Master
Ariange.
Alphino was afeard you had met with some misfortune.
Maybe. We're just confused now, Ariange. I'm glad you're being voice acted right now.
Ariange. And you too, XIV. What brings you here?
I wish to observe the final struggle with my own eyes. I arrived at Bottom Rung too late to accompany you, but I was in time to join Uriange and the others. Come, let us see how this unfolds.
Oh shit.
Well, it seems flying is off the table.
Well, shit.
If we have learned that much, then the Machina have served their purpose.
Ah, so that's what they were for. Wasteful, but effective.
It would seem our foe will not be reached by land or air. We must needs withdraw to consider another course.
Make that guy teleport us.
Master Alphino waiteth for us atop Rung. Thither should we make our way.
Thither. That went well. You know. That's what our plan was all along, apparently. It looks like a mechanical behemoth. Guess teleporting is hard in this game. You know, whatever. We just do it every time we want to go to town, but, you know, in times of need. No bueno. Or maybe we just don't have enough Shadowbringers Gil. It's gonna tap on every person here except for Alice. I didn't expect to see the Chais here, so I suppose it's well within their odds. At any rate, it's time to tackle our next obstacle, finding a way to reach Mount Golg. For this, we'll need to put all of our heads together. And I hate to say it, but I am getting very tired, so I'm gonna go ahead and take my last restroom break of the night. It's not the last thing I do tonight. I will be back. I'm gonna jump back right to this scenario, but it's gonna be my last restroom break of the night. I'm just getting very tired. So I'm gonna take this restroom break, stream for a little bit longer, not too much longer though. But give me a brief moment, I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. Dive back in for a little bit. There's our friends here. I would hope there would be many. Here we go. I'll at least say. Chest gear, cool. Alice would share the findings of your scouting mission with everyone. Maybe voice acted, that'd be pretty sweet. Or maybe not.
In short,
How
there's no
sweet
path,
it is.
and the sky is thick with Vorthry's winged devils.
Yep.
We might consider Amaro, but without extensive training, we cannot hope to contend with the Eaters.
Yeah, that was my first thought as well, Alfino.
Yulmore's airship fleet, meanwhile, consists solely of transport vessels ill-suited for battle. And without the expertise of one such as Sid, we are in no position to attempt a refit.
Also, my thoughts. Alright, Crystal Lake Sark, we need Sid.
Oh, it's so frustrating. That wretched mountain should jolly well come back down to us.
Now, dearest, we mustn't disturb these good people.
Oh
at their
shit.
work.
Did she just have a weirdly good idea? We bringing this bitch back down?
Ridden the ladder, seen the sights. It's past time we took our leave.
She had a good idea.
The lady may well have the right of it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well, Y'shtola. Let's bring that motherfucker to us. We can't go to it. Let's take it back down. Somebody know gravity around here?
Mount Gulg will not soon come down to Earth, nor can we compel it to do so. But if the mountain will not come to the land, mayhap the land may be made to come to the mountain.
Or maybe we're gonna levitate this mountain. Maybe it was the exact opposite of what I thought, but I was on the right gears. My gears were turning, they were just going backwards, not forwards. So it's okay. I'm still here.
In the form of a Talos. A Talos large enough to reach out and take the volcano in its grasp.
Okay, never mind. Y'shtola, you've literally 360'd me here. But with the Talos this time, that I didn't even have worked into my equation. What's your mathematical design?
To build such a golem would be an onerous undertaking indeed.
Yet
the principle seemeth sound in itself.
What?
Boulder Dash.
Exactly.
No one's ever made one even half that size.
That's what I'm thinking, China's.
Leaving aside the small matter of logistics, which, by the way, would be no small matter, the design would be unimaginably complex.
And it would take ere long.
Though, I suppose, if its only function is to cling to the ruddy mountain, perhaps it needn't be.
What?
Solid base, firmly rooted to the ground, sacrifice mobility to simplify the construction, reducing materials required.
Uh-huh. By God, he's got it!
What am I thinking? We would still need a veritable army of people to do the work.
Oh, wait, never mind. I was wrong. he had that, like, huzzah look upon his face, but he was actually like, whoa, I'm overthinking this. Look, actually.
Left to the crew that helped down below, it would take decades, if not a nice round century.
Oh, yeah, it's, longer than all of us, so to speak.
So we need more hands. And what sort of things would these hands be required to do?
Well, shit, Ollie say.
Let's see. First, we'd need people to procure the stone for the chassis. The rock found near the mountain would suit our purposes well enough. It'd be a simple task to quarry the stuff, but given the stupendous quantity required, we'd need all the help we can get.
Uh-oh.
We have friends amongst the miners of Armoring. I will go and petition their aid.
While you do that, I'll make for Mordsuk. I'm sure I'll be able to drum up some support.
I feel like I would be more properly secured from Mordsuk, but okay, Ollie say. Whatever.
Then I shall return to Calusia. From fishers to carpenters, Yulmore is home to all manner of talented folk. I dare say their skills will avail us.
Is there anything else you need?
Well, yes, actually. Magic. Lots of the stuff, as much as possible. To awaken a Talos of this size would require an entire congregation of mages.
Many among the Knights Blessed are gifted in the arcane arts. I will recruit them to our cause.
The Fey folk, too, possess surpassing aptitude in magics. Yet they are not wont to cooperate in the endeavors of men. Leastwise, not without making all manner of mischief.
It's probably my sweet tooth amongst all of these, poisons which have given to, the current situation.
That being the case, I would instead call upon the people of the Crystarium, with thy permission, Exarch.
What?
We are at your disposal, as are our Amaro and Chocobos.
I'm sorry. You mean to tell me you can call on not only the people of Yulmore and the Crystarium, but the Knights Blessed and the Maud, and even those miners? But that's just about everyone in Ballynorvrand.
Well, people don't want their world to die, Nuz.
Who are you people? And how did you come to have so many friends?
We don't live in Yulmore, we're not snooty, and we don't call people you people. The saviors of the world. Adventurers of no import. The artist Alfino and his assistants.
No import? You expect me to believe that after you just promised me the help of the better part of the world?
You know.
So, as you can see, you will not want for bodies. I trust you will have your design ready in good time for their arrival. Norvrant is counting on you, heir to Daedalus Stoneworks.
We'll be back as soon as we can, and we'll bring the whole world with us.
I'll be chilling, I guess. Like Sark.
I take it we will be assisting Master Chai, though I am quite sure he has everything under control.
Let's hope. Looks like he's freaking out over there. Fuck them fairies. And not yet, Chaz. It's on my weekend bucket list so far. I have the design ready, she says, in good time, she says. Does she even understand what's involved? Before I can even attempt to design anything, I must imitate knowledge of the land, the knowledge of the locals. Last I heard, no one lives here. Well, we got some outcasts. What? A village of Ilmarin exiles. But those people have every reason to loathe the free citizen like me. They couldn't possibly be willing to cooperate. This will never work. Never. I never should have fixed that ruddy lift. Never. Should they written it up here? Never should have. Never should have. I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually surprised that you actually really did kill yourself. I don't know how you did it, but you did it. Is there a White Mage KO move that I'm not sure of? No, don't do it again. I can't just, like, swiftly respawn Swiftcast. I get what you did. You took on a boss that was just far too many. You chose the last one. Really? Oh dear. Darling appears to be lost. To have lost the plot. But he has it in him, Tonberry. He's the cleverest man I know. He just wants for confidence sometimes. If you were to give him some words of encouragement, I'm sure he can give you your Talos. A bit of advice I learned from his mother. He responds poorly to obvious praise. You'll need to find another way to stroke the fires of his motivation, awaken his sense of daring. Choose words that best encourage China's. In order to succeed, you must lift his spirits sufficiently during the conversation. Ah, shit. Mistakes were made. I'm about to make a few of those myself. As Chai is plagued with self-doubt. I can't do it. No one can. A Talos that size. No one's even dreamed of it. Alfino once struggled to collect firewood. Dulia is counting on you as well. You're a genius! You can do this! Oh shit, that was too much, huh? Oh, it's simple as that, is it? You say some magic words and I can suddenly do the impossible, don't make me laugh. Is plagued with self-doubt. Well shit. As I said, I can't do a damn thing without those villagers, and they're not likely to give it to me. Tristol among them, you said. So yourself, lest you've forgotten. We essentially sent him to the death. Even if the others don't bear their personal grudge, he would never forgive us. You don't know until you apologize. I'll come with you. Don't worry, he'll forgive you for sure. Things won't improve by themselves. You have to take the first step. Yeah! There you go. I know. Unless we take the first step, there's never that can be reconciliation. Okay. This is the chance for everyone to come together. If they hurled stones at me, perhaps it's worth trying to apologize. Chesnai is plagued with self-doubt. Still yet, huh? But what then? In the end, it's not even a question of forgiveness. Building such an emotion, Talos is enormous. Talos is impossible, and no amount of contrition will change that. And even if some miracle, the people of Amenity were willing to let bygones be bygones, they'd think that this plan is absurd. I think it's absurd. It's less absurd than the change that's come to yield more. We liberated a castle with strategy and that many would call absurd. Everything you touch turns to gold. No one would doubt your plan. Ah, shit, it's one of these two. Yeah, let's go with the first one. Well, I can't argue with that logic. Enormous as the task is, it's simply a matter of finding a solution to a practical problem. From that perspective, it's not entirely unrealistic. Still harbors some misgivings. But, realistic or no, there's no guarantee of success. There's no risk to consider should the venture fail. Imagine the moment we fail to reach Valtteri and only succeed in provoking him. In his fury, he may well unleash his horde of eaters, and will meet a horrible end. Then we'll go together! I'll protect you, I'll protect everyone. We could build Talos for battle. Top one. We'll go to... Oh shit, he's not okay with that. Oh, so I can die with you. How very kind of you to offer, but it's not for the same. I'd rather keep on living. It's plagued with self-doubt again. God damn, dude, you were just all over the place. How could you so remain optimistic throughout all of this? It's downright tiring. Tell me, did you throw yourself in the midst of such a grueling struggle to protect those I love? Because I live for adventure. I got roped into it. Honestly, it's the top one. Sorry, guy. Indeed. What else could compel us to face such dangers? I too have someone I wish to protect, with whom I want to live out the days in peace. It's burning with motivation, finally! That was a hell of a chat. Yes, by the gods, I can do this. I just need to have a little faith in myself. Cheer up, homie. You got this. Right, let's head to Amity and speak with the villagers. With Tristol. My love, things are liable to become more dangerous. I want you to wait for me back in Yulmore. No, wherever you go, I'm going too. Besides, you're not the only one who has to apologize. But there's no telling what may happen out there. I don't know if I can keep you safe. Perhaps this is about it after all. I don't think I have what it takes. Master Chai? that you beset with doubt is proof that you envision the task ahead. And that which man cannot envision, he can make reality. Thus some old friends of mine once say. Even should it be a feat fit for a divan, it is something. No, if something has to be done before then, it mostly absurdly can be done by our own hands. That's a little idealistic, don't you think? Squabble of laughter. Perhaps, Master Chai, perhaps. But what is man, if not idealistic creature? 'Tis not an easy thing to achieve, one's dreams. My friends can attest to that. Countless times did they meet with the frustration of the course of their endeavors. None would have found fault with them had they given up, yet they never did. One step after the next, they forged towards their goals. And for their determination, they accomplished numerous feats that many believed lay beyond the reach of mankind. Like them, you are a man of science amidst your doubts. Surely, there is a spark of desire, the desire to make the impossible possible. Damn, he was way more motivational than I was. Come, darling, like the old days, I would be the first to see your Talos. And you shall be, my dear. I would have none other at my side when my greatest masterpiece awakens. Right then, to Amity. I'm glad my words struck a chord, shall we? Yeah, well, likewise. If you're interested in my wiki call, again, I will repeat. If you didn't understand, I'll just recorrelate. You'll have to look up, just Google that if you want to know what I said. I'll give you just a brief ending to the. I'm just trying to make Chewbacca proud. You can't wait till the Jabba the Hutt character is defeated if he does end up defeated? Is that your mating call? No, that's my Wookiee talk. Again, I can't provide subtitles for that, but that's me trying to communicate Wookiee, finding my fellow brethren amongst the storm. Chewbacca, that you? I'm trying. Trey Stoll. What's up, bro? You? Yeah? The bad people. I brought them Trey Stoll. I'm sorry. They came with some apologies. You have every right to be angry with us, but please, listen to what I have to say. I am tasked with delivering these people to Mount Golg, by means of Talos of heretofore's unseen proportions. However, I cannot do this without the cooperation of those with intimate knowledge of this land. That is, you and your fellow villagers. Cooperation. After you ignored my desperate pleas and cast me out, you have the gall to come here and ask for my cooperation. You've every right to be upset. Valtteri is not the one to blame for your suffering. We are. We were free citizens, without a care in the world, indifferent to the hardships of others. We didn't know what would become of you, and frankly, we didn't care. But we know now that what we did to you is full mainly was terribly wrong. No words will suffice to make amends, but I want you to know that we are deeply sorry. I'm not sure how to feel. Should I forgive you? Hate you? Perhaps it's not even my place to judge. After all, I sought a place in your city. I wanted to be you once. But one thing is clear to me. All of this in the past, and we mustn't let past wrongs stand in the way of a broader future. And so, I will cooperate with you. Please, see we're friends to Mount Golg. You have my word. I'll set to work on the design at once. Wouldn't do having nothing to show the others when they return with help. Make no mistake, this venture is unprecedented in the history of Talos building. Nay, the history of all mankind. But rest assured, this genius of Daedalus Stoneworks will deliver. Hell yeah, bro. Who's going to play Star Wars The Jedi Fallen Order? I definitely will, Gameplay Boy. You hope it's good? You mean Jedi Fallen Order? Yeah, I'll definitely be getting in on that. I was a huge fan of Star Wars The Force Unleashed, and it looks like it has a lot of that similar gameplay going on. And, I'm definitely about it. I'm definitely wanting to get in on the latest Star Wars game coming out to console. Oh, Wicked What? Is there a problem? Well, you see, I've been promised people to procure the stone as well as imbue magic. When I was put to the spot earlier, I thought that was all we required. But I forgot one rather important item needed to bring the Talos to life. The heart? What is it? It's Leonot. We already know. That's right, the heart. I'm pleased that you have some familiarity with the Talos. So, while I work on the design, I'll be much obliged if you could see to procuring the ore with which to fashion a heart. A heart suitable of bringing to life a Talos that shall embrace the very firmament. But, everybody, I hate to say it, but I think with that, I'm going to go ahead and call it here tonight. I'm just very tired, and I'm getting kind of hungry as well. I've had a very long day at work, and I'll be back on tomorrow, jumping back into the main scenario here in level 78. Trying to see as much as I can do, and doing as much as I can to try to level up and get through the main scenario, which I cannot wait to jump back into. But again, everybody, I'm just getting very tired, and I'm getting hungry. And, it's getting very late as well. 2:41 a.m. And Minato, thank you again for all the help tonight. But I'm gonna get out of here. Hopefully you all have a great night, and thank you all so much for all the support and for watching. It's definitely been a good night, and again, I'm just tired, hungry, and ready to pass out. You already pre-ordered it? Nice gameplay. And Gameplay Boy, thank you so much for jumping in tonight and watching. It's been a lot of fun. Steven, as always, thank you so much for jumping in as well and sticking around. Minato, glad to have you, and Chaz and Rez, no doubt. Appreciate you being around. Zombie, glad you could get in here. Definitely had a great night. And Jake Brown, or Spirit Gun, thank you so much for joining in as well. Ware of Gaming. Glad that you could pop in here tonight. That was pretty cool. Glad to see a new face. And that's where it clips me off, so anybody I may have missed along the way, no doubt. Saeed, definitely, damn it, Saeed. You're getting in here at the end. I'm sorry, Saeed. I'm glad you could join in. Hopefully you can watch the stream right after. But I am calling it here tonight, no doubt. But I do thank you for popping in tonight, Saeed, even if it is here at the end. Definitely appreciate it. Minato, there is a plea for drums here at the end. Not 4 to 5 complete. Nice, Chaz. And you have a good night as well, Minato. And Rez, good night to you as well. But everybody, I'm out of here. Thank you so much. It's been a lot of fun. I'm out of here. Take it easy. Till next time. I'm out. I'm gone. Good night, everybody. We got the bongos. I feel like I'm going through a dungeon every time I hear it. But instead, it's not a dungeon. It's not a dungeon at all. It's 7 a.m. and I just woke up. I was in the living room and I'm hungry. What is this? But I don't want to cook, but I gotta cook because there's nothing else in the fridge. Holy shit. I get the eggs, I get the bacon, I fry the bacon. You're wondering, why did you fry the bacon first? God damn it, you're about to find out, because once that bacon's fried, you got bacon grease in the bottom of the pan. You grab 2 eggs, you crack them, you pop them in there all at once. It was especially if you know that one-handed style like I know. God damn it, you do it just pop. There goes the eggs. You keep it going. You go grab a lid, put it on that bitch. You let it sit. Those eggs are cooking in that bacon grease. Cooking in that bacon grease. Cooking in that bacon grease. You know what happens next? You know what happens next? You know what happens next? You go out there. You go get those eggs. Then you insert some flour into that bacon grease. Flour into the bacon grease. You're probably wondering, whoa, you just put flour in the bacon grease. You put flour in the bacon grease and you stir it. Then you add milk to that bacon grease. Milk to the bacon grease and you keep stirring it. Salt. Not much because it's bacon grease. And some pepper. Little paprika if you're feeling a little bit, you know, paprika. Little rosemary, freshly ground if you got it. Maybe plucked right off the branch. And then you stir it all up. Stir it all up. And keep it cooking. And then you got some gravy. Now you got bacon, eggs, and gravy. And that was for me to you. From Minato's music to the background. That was dungeon style. I'm out of here. I'm seriously tired and hungry, everybody. And I just made it worse. Have a great night. Thank you so much for watching. Minato solo to the end. I'm out of here. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much.
never-ending story.